Absolute. Pick up the trade that combines books 1 and 2 into one epic, glorious volume of black and white indie goodness. Dive into the story of a lone bounty hunter who gets thrust into a war he didn't ask for to take back the planet from the evil Auntie overlords and become the hero he never knew he could be. Back at today. There's bound to be terror, ism, and schism, climbing on its throne. We are the ones who must force the position. In fear, trending click, lesbian love is accepted in right. Nathan, speed hair in the mix, blending the 80s and 90s with hate. Long day, lady low.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? How you doing? I had a boop. There was a boop. I saw a Plague,le and he disappeared. So, let me pull that a little closer. I saw a Plague,le. He disappeared. Maybe he just had a connection issue. He's probably on his phone. So, hopefully he'll come back. The title is not misleading. We're going to bag and board some comics. I've had them for a bit, and just sitting next to me, I just haven't bagged and boarded them in a while. I mean, they're in bags and boards already. I'm rebagging. I should have titled it rebagging and boarding comics, because when you get them from the shop, sometimes they've been sitting there a while. You never know for how long. And so I wanted to rebag and board them. I kind of made a mess. Deciding on what I wanted to bag and board. Welcome, everybody. I'm Jason Bascom, co-founder of Unhinged Entertainment, co-creator of Absolute, co-creator of Frog G, creator of Absolute. I know I get it right eventually. All-around nice guy, handsome man. We got Lord Liam in the chat. Good to see you. He was first. You get a no prize for that, as Stan Lee would say. We got our friend Paul Acevedo. Welcome, sir. Good to see you. Welcome. Hail, hail. And we also have... We got B-Rose. Is that B-Rose? Oh, no, it's Black Hat. Welcome. I'm blind, everybody. I thought I saw black. I'm like, Black Rose? No, it's Black Hat. What's going on, Black Hat? Good to see you. Like I said, I heard the boop, saw the boop, and he disappeared right when I hit intro, or hit go live. We are bagging and boarding, but we're also gonna, we gotta mention, as we mentioned earlier, the Absolute trade. Pick up the trade. This is the story of a lone bounty hunter who gets thrust into a war he didn't ask for to take down the evil alien Envy race and win back the planet and get on with his life. Face retirement. Getting old. So yeah, everybody check it out. Link is pinned to the top of the chat as well in the description below. This combines books 1 and 2 that I had put out earlier. Got Fan in the chat. XO, welcome, Fan. So yeah, this combines books 1 and 2. Already back. Yes, you did, sir, and I appreciate it very much. We're hoping to get this funded. I got a week. Not looking good, but I was trying to get on Bancroft. We keep missing each other. I'm going to hit up Crackhead, or Jeremy of Ice and Fire, as people know him. But I know him as Lord Crackhead. I want to hit him up. See if I can get on next week to close it out. Maybe get a surge. I only need 30 more backers, really. Maybe 35. So, I mean, it's not undoable, undoable. But, yeah. So, everybody go share out that campaign, get it out there. Share the love. But we're back and boarding some comics, everybody. Simple, smaller, chill stream. Listen, there's a lot of negativity out there. This one I already did read bag and board, so we're not going to do this one. I'll show it to you, though. A lot of negativity out there, but this is positivity. Look at this one. This is not the original. This is a Mexican version, Mexico or Mexican. I can't remember. I don't know. I think it says Mexico down there. Of a reprint of the trait, and it's also got his claws are embossed. So, yeah, this was nice. I picked this up a while ago, and I had rebagged and boarded this one already. So this one, see, what I'm trying to do is. That was really not worth nowhere near as much as the original. Is rebag and board them and then separate them from what I want to maybe flip one day or sell out. And I'm pretty sure, yes, this one is also rebagged and boarded. I could tell. This is not in good condition, as good a condition. So this is the limited Wolverine #1 by Frank Miller back in the mid '80s. So that's a good comic, but it's yellowed. I don't have the best light source. Maybe if I turn this one on. Let me try this one. Get some better light. I hope Plague comes back. I sent the link out to a few people. A few homies. Does that help? I don't know if that helps. And it just creates a glare. I'll point it that way. I don't know if I like that. I'm going to leave it off. So this is not as in good condition. Now, the next one I have that I do have to rebag and board is in good condition. Wait, let me check the back of it. Yeah, I do, because I don't double tape these. So this is actually in very good condition of the, this is Wolverine #1, limited series. So we're going to rebag and board that. Now, I do have the Silver Age. I like using the Silver Age bags and boards. It gives it a little more room, more cushioning. Let's see in here. I'm just looking at the chat real quick, see who's talking. You got everybody talking up in there. Appreciate everybody swinging by, talking. Oh, pardon me. As I was saying, I like the Silver Age because CG, we use Silver Age in the, not just CG, but also in indie comics because the books are thicker. With them being 48 pages, the Silver Age bags and boards, they fit beautifully. So if you do get, or are a first-time person getting trades from Comicsgate or Indie Comics or crowdfunding, since they're thicker than the 24-page, 26-page format, you tend to want to I'm going to recycle this. That's good to have for something else. I'm not opening this, by the way. This is not a cheap book. But, yeah, you want to get, if you're new to it, you want to get the Silver Age bags and boards. Because I'm going to eventually send these books out to get graded. And one day flip them, probably. But I never really had these growing up. Luke, Death Metal Hero, he actually was fortunate enough to buy the Wolverine Limited back in the day. See, it looks a lot better with a new bag. He was able to buy them back in the day whenever they were, before they skyrocketed. Not when they first came out, but before they skyrocketed. So, and yeah, I'm just double checking. I never double tape. So then you got #2 of the Limited. Now, I recently did a video of how to do an homage cover on my channel, so you can go back and look at that and how I draw an homage cover of this issue. So I did Samurai Priest Luncheon at you. So, yeah. So I gotta just making sure. Yeah. I mean, it seems like it's in a Silver Age. I usually don't double tape them though. There's Plagle in the chat. What happened, man? Where'd you go? Real sick. Oh, okay. No, man, rest up, dude. Rest up. I've been texting you. I understand you're tired and sick, so just wishing you well, my friend. Everybody, go check out Goblin Girl. So good. I'll show you without the bag. Yeah, I saw you pop in, and that's cool, dude. It looks so good, so crisp. I'm not wearing the glove because of the oil. It just makes it easier for me. I should have. See, I didn't have a thing ready. So look at the back of that. Look how white that is. It's like it's new. This came out in the mid '80s. I was fortunate enough at my shop that they got a nice haul in from a liquidation sale, and I was able to pick up. So I've been slowly getting them, picking up these older books that aren't like hundreds and hundreds of dollars, but a little bit on the pricier side. But the ones that they got in are just in such good condition that like they're flippable. These are definitely going to be higher graded books. And I normally don't flip comics. I'm a hoarder. I'm a collector. You can look at that. So I don't usually flip them. See, I usually just do one tape down the middle. It holds it fine. I know the 2 tape secures it a little better, but I like to do the 1. Oh, I think that flap is down. There we go. I have a small box on the floor here. Or a short box, I should say. And now it's not staying up. I really don't want those falling over. Try to... They fell over! No, they didn't fall over. They just fell down. Alright, we'll do that. We'll lay them flat first, and then... Because these are too valuable, too. Alright, let's get another bag and board ready. So, yeah, the Wolverine Limited Series, I have actually trade paperbacks of it, so that's fine. I don't have to open those to read them or look through them or anything. I got actually 2 trade paperbacks of it. Frank Miller, definitely an influence. The Wolverine Daredevil days, forget about it. That Wolverine mini and his Daredevil run are so good. I'm a huge Sin City fan, everyone knows it, but that's a totally different style, very graphic and graphical looking, if you would. But, yeah, everybody knows that I love me. Okay, so it's Plague again. Yo, what's up, Doc? Good to see you. Welcome. Like, share, and subscribe, everybody. Like and share. Yeah, so I'm a huge Frank Miller fan. I know Wolverine doesn't like him. Not this Wolverine, but so here we have I have the mini, so I'm going to show you each one. But yeah, this is a pretty cool cover. You get that emotion, that sorrow that's coming in. Very nice cover. And one thing I don't like is it was hard for me to get the price sticker off up there. So it's another reason why I'm bagging and boarding. I don't want those tags, or especially with these books. I don't want those staying in my box for too long and eating away at it, maybe getting to that cover. So we're just gonna go ahead and look at that. Look at that. Look at those nice and black. That ink is nice and black. Back is good white. It's a good white. Look at that. Remember this? Remember this? If you're in your 40s or 30s, late 30s maybe, but 40s and up. Yeah. So like I said, good books. I love comics. I love collecting them. I love having them. Call it nostalgia. Call it reliving the old days, which is nostalgia. But like being a kid again, I guess. But I couldn't afford these even when I was in my 20s. So, or in my 30s, but yeah, so I wasn't able to afford a lot of stuff, but especially when I first started my job that I have now, I actually, because I had my kidney transplant, and you're on Social Security for a while, because it's temporary Social Security. Once you get a transplant, you have like 4 years after that to get your, a sustainable, your own income, your own medical insurance and stuff like that, so they keep you on SSI. And I was working at a retail job for a while, and then I finally got a good job. So, I'm just seeing if anybody else has commented. So I finally got a good, decent paying job, and I saved up. But on top of my Social Security checks plus my decent job, my mother and I, we were going to fly to Rome. Actually, we were going to go to Rome. So, I would never have been able to do that. I can't do that now either. But I was never able to do that before. Sadly. When she was at work, she fell and dislocated and broke her shoulder simultaneously, like a month and a half before we were supposed to go to Rome. So she got better, but unfortunately, again, her shoulder is insanely messed up now, and so her mobility is pretty limited. But so I mean, it didn't happen, So, but because of that money, also that got pumped into CG. So. I backed a lot of campaigns. Yeah, next up, got the final in the series. Got Wolverine number 4 of the limited series. Beautiful cover. I think every one of the, maybe number 3, not so much, but all these covers are pretty homageable. They're pretty recognizable. 1 and 2 particularly are recognizable. But I was able, like I said, to save up, and now I can actually I don't have money anymore, obviously. I usually buy like one of these every 2 weeks. So I buy one of these a month. So it's not like I'm like spending an insane amount I'm spending an insane amount of money on them. Even if they're $50, that's an insane amount of money. But that's like backing one CG book a month. So yeah, so there you go. That's the final in that Wolverine limited series. Very cool, very cool. Now these are I'm going to get graded. This might have a little it feels like there's a little. It was never red, I don't think. It just feels like there's a little bit of a spine there that, you know. And even if it was flipped open and it's at like a 9.4, meh, you know what I mean? It's still a good book. I actually am picking up some graded comics. I was supposed to pick them up today, but I'm going to be picking them up tomorrow. I'll show those off on Tuesday. Traveling's overrated. Man, I've always wanted to go to Rome. Always wanted to go to Italy. The food, the art, forget about it, you know. And meeting people of different cultures, actual different cultures, not just like people who pretend they have a different culture because they want to. Yeah, I've always wanted to visit Rome and just see the architecture, the art, the food, you know, just soak it up. That's kind of a dream area for me. My one friend recently went to Scotland. He liked it. He had fun. Yeah, so it's just something I've always wanted to do, and I'll do it. I'm not, you know, I'm not scared. I just would love to take mother. You know, she's been through a lot in life. You know, and a little vacation would be nice. Now, moving on to the next thing that I'm picking up slowly. These are once again these are all mint. These are all going to be flipped later. You got the Dark Phoenix Saga. Part of the Dark Phoenix Saga I'm slowly picking up. So I love this cover. This cover's dope, man. You know, John Byrne, can't go wrong. I really like John Byrne. Did I already do this one? No, that's a modern age board. You can't go wrong with John Byrne. But yeah, so great story arc. Quickly take them out so the tape doesn't stick to the cover. Once again, look at that nice white back, nice advertisements. Did anybody ever get these? I never picked any of these things up. You'd always see them, but never picked them up. Yeah, and they go straight, not even flipping it open, not even opening it. I don't want anything happening. Oh, I gotta read my text message. All right, there we go. I know Plago would like to be here for this because he loves comics. He loves talking comics. We miss you, buddy. So there you go. Get well, sir. Get well, sir. Love this. I love this. This is John Byrne run. Now, what I might do is pick up a trade of the Dark Phoenix Saga. Like I said, I have the Wolverine Limited trades. I got 2 of them. So I could just pick up a trade of the Dark Phoenix Saga, flip through it, enjoy the artwork. Now, the only thing about trades, I like getting the originals because of the newsprint paper. The ink was made to print on it. Like, it was made this way. It was made to go in this format. When they reprint it, usually in trades, the paper's different, so the ink settles weird, and sometimes it looks worse. Sometimes it looks better, but not very often. So I do like getting the originals. Sadly, these originals are expensive, so it's not like I want to, crease the spine, crack it open. Look at this, So, but yeah, it's I can always pick up trades of these series and then flip through them for inspiration. So like I said, I did that. I picked up Hush, the Hush trade. I got to pick those up too. Mainly because I just like Jim Lee. Let's see here. I know I'm not really totally ignoring the chat, so forgive me if I don't, highlight everybody. I'm sorry. Make sure you hit those buttons though, like and share. I always thought those ads were a skit. I kind of did too. You still got a real product, because I've heard of people who did send away for them, and they get the thing in the mail, but it's like get a mask of somebody, and it's like just a cardboard thing with a string around it. It's not high quality merchandise. So the Sea Monkeys. I wonder if anybody ever picked up the Sea Monkeys. So yeah, I should have music playing. Where's Hockey? Hockey, where are you? Rude. He said he'd be here if I went live. All right, so now next up, look at this iconic cover. I mean, these are iconic covers, very homageable. If you have somebody like in this, you could even do this with somebody who's not crying in agony. Maybe somebody's carrying a one they love. You never know. But yeah, beautiful book. Beautiful, beautiful. So yeah, get open. Oh. Some of these I might have already, but we'll do it anyway. Like I said, I'm saving those bags and boards just to be safe. Let's say I get a modern age book. I don't really care. I don't. You know what I'm scared of doing is sliding it in like that. And the back cover catches the back of the board and then flips. If it folds. Did it do that? No, if it folds, I'd be devastated. Mainly because these aren't cheap. I mean, and I do want to flip them. But right now, I'm enjoying. That's why I'm putting these in a separate long box or separate short box. Because these are books that I'm either going to flip or some that I just want to look through. But some that I'm going to flip are very valuable. Yeah, very nice, very nice. All right, and then I just picked this one up today. This is the one that I picked up from the shop today. Yeah, because the price is still on it. I'm not showing that. I mean, it's probably one of the cheaper ones of the pardon me while I answer this text message. Forgive me, everybody. Talk amongst yourselves. Discuss. I recently saw Moment of Contact. Discuss aliens. Trying to hurry up and read this because I don't want to leave you all sitting there. Oh no. Alright. I'm sure they know I'm live. They probably got notified. Okay. So anyway, I just picked this up today. So I got to get a new bag and board first. I don't want to show how much I paid. I got these pretty much maybe $5 less than what you can get them online. Maybe, I don't know. I didn't look at the prices of this one, mainly because the shop that I go to, very fair. Usually standard pricing. Like it's not like they're not overpriced, so they know how to price it out. Every now and then you get a really good deal, especially if they haven't gone through their back issues in a while to reprice them. But usually it's on the mark. You might be able to go online and find it for $5 cheaper or even $10-15 more. So, but I like, and I've been going there for quite a while now. So, all right. So like I said, pick this one up today, and then Scott walking away. This has actually been redone. Was it by Madureira? I don't know, but it's Jubilee that walks away in a newer X book. So this was actually homaged already by a later artist. Was it a Kubert? Was it a Kubert? Wasn't Joe Kubert? I think it was one of the Kuberts. Is it Kubert or Kubert? I always used to say Kubert. So I think it's Kubert. Like the game. All right, there we go. Now you're in your nice new thing. There you go. Nice new bag and board. And then, very nice. Like I said, this was I know this was homaged in a later X-Men book. I'm pretty sure it was one of the Kubert brothers. So, yeah. All right. Next up, has the price tag on it still. Way to go, Jason. All right. This one, I've shown these off on streams a few times. At least this one. That last one, no. That last one was new. I just got that one today. And you can always look these up online. Like, what did Jason pay for them? So, if you really want to. I don't know why you'd want to waste your time with that. But like I said, I get one a month. Because they're even if they're like 30 to 50, that's still a lot for me. I got bills. Everybody, we all do. We all have bills. Food's going up. Price of everything's going up. So, it's just I don't like double taping. I get it. The fold is taped. I get it. All right. Try to stay inside the lines, Bob. All right, there we go. All right, this one here is actually, you're like, well, Jason, why do you have this? What's so special about this? This is actually Todd McFarlane's first pencil work for DC Comics. Now, you have to remember what I just said. First pencil work for DC Comics. Now, his first work was in Coyote. I believe that was by Epic or Marvel? I can't remember who did it, but his first work was in Coyote. This is his first penciled work for DC Comics. And so, the manager at the comic shop, he DM'd me on Twitter when he got it in. He's like, look what we got in. I'm like, I'm like, what? He's like, you know who this is? I'm like, nah, man, I don't recognize it. He's like, that's Todd McFarlane's first pencil work. I'm like, I want it. I just instantly told him I want it. I didn't ask him how much. So, yeah, pretty. You could see his early, especially in the torso there. You could see his early developments. I mean, like his faces, some of them are garbage, but you could see in some of the line works in the legs. You know, you could see a little bit of his how he would develop. Plus, I don't think he didn't ink it, so somebody else might have gone a little wackier. You never know, and then tightened it up. But so yeah. So that's Todd McFarlane's first penciled work for DC. Now this, not insanely expensive, but you know, if I hold on to that for a while, one day, flip it, see what happens. All right, now, next up, we have a fun little run here. I picked these up because we all love this man. We love him. We love him a little too much sometimes. Oh, wow, did the chat just jump on me? We got Angela Curry in the chat. How are you today, Angela Curry? Welcome. Ah! 1 second. Yeah?
Absolute. Pick up the trade that combines books 1 and 2 into one epic, glorious volume of black and white indie goodness. Dive into the story of a lone bounty hunter who gets thrust into a war he didn't ask for to take back the planet from the evil Anti overlords and become the hero he never knew he could be. Back at today.
Alright, sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. Brief phone call there. So we got Angela Curry in the chat. We got Wise Guys. Hey, what's going on, Wise? Good to see you. Welcome. Make sure you hit that like button. Hit the like button. That Devil Flyer creeping on in. Got Rex up in here. Welcome, Rex. Everybody, Devil Flyer is going to be launching soon. So keep your eyes peeled. Scrolling way up. That chat really jumped on me. This is what happens when you don't pay attention. Yeah. At least we got video still. Yeah. Still got video. Oh, it wasn't serious. No. Mother was calling. They went to see a movie, and the movie's over. So she was calling to see if she's driving the nephew to get some food. She wanted to see if I wanted anything. I didn't want anything, so it wasn't serious. Yeah. I still got some. Yeah, the Infinity Inks. I think I only have one. I used to have all of them. I picked them up very cheap. Cheap enough back in the day. I could probably get them pretty cheap now still. Yeah, so remember to, thank you very much, Angela. Hit that like button. Appreciate that. All right, so as I was saying, next up, watch me run out of bags and boards. I do have one of my other nephews swinging by, so he might come and knock on the door. I have the dog under my desk, too. It's just chaos. It's just always chaos. We've been waiting for you. You know what? I'm going to go unlock stuff. I'm going to unlock the house so y'all can come in. Enjoy, let's see here. What can we do for you? I think this, let's see here. Looking for a longer trailer. 30, 20... A minute and 24 seconds. What is that one? Oh, all right. There you go, everybody. Roll the beautiful bean footage.
Swift. Fearless. Deadly. These are the men of the Military Assistance Command. They do the jobs the others don't dare to. Trained in the lethal arts, you'll never see them coming. But if you're lucky, you might just hear them rocking. gain their freedom, they have to take out the assassin clan that made them the Rock and Roll Ninja. Get your copy today.
There you go. Rock and Roll Ninja is going to be relaunching again, the second chance. So that works. That works. So you can all come on in now. Door's unlocked. Come and knock on my door. Doggy cam? You didn't see the dog, did you? How'd you see the dog? Yeah, it is. I love that trailer. It's the colored one. There is a black and white one that he did up too. I don't have the... I thought you were busy. I can send you the link. Want the link? Invite. Copy. Is Twitter open? Twitter is open. Let's see if I can find you in this barrage of messages. Alright. I don't know. I don't know what you're doing in life. Alright. There we go. Oh, you want a doggy cam? I can't do that though. I can't do that. Mainly because of the way my webcams are set up. Alright, so next up. Now, it's not worth an insane amount. But we all love this band. This is a garbage one. This is Fem 5 by Shelby Robertson. These are not in the best condition, mind you. This is full. This has been looked at and loved, but Fem 5 by Shelby. Yeah. So I ordered these online. Look at Shelby. That's all Shelby, I think. So I'm gonna send these to Shelby. Look at this. Look at that. There's Shelby. Should be Shelby. He told me he did Fem 5. I'd have to get my eyeballs out. But, yeah, so it's Fem 5, Shelby, so I got a bag and board of the Fem 5s, because they came... I ordered some of this stuff online, so whenever people send stuff online, not always bagged and boarded the best. Sometimes they double bag and board things, like they flip the books so they could save. I get it, you're saving money, but they'll have, one issue here, one issue there. So we're going to bag and board these. So... this one I already opened. More Fem 5. Got a few of them. All day nothing. All day nothing. I love you all, by the way. Whoever's texting me, I love you. Don't think differently. That's my nephew. We're bringing a bucket of popcorn back just to let you know. Okay, well, it's really nice of you. Okay, thank you. No, not you did. Thank you. There we go. It's nice. Nice nephew. Alright. Where are we? We're back in boarding Fem 5. Ah! That's my nephew saying you're welcome. Bagging and boarding Fem 5. Yeah, Shelby, he told me about Fem 5. I'm like, oh, really now? Hard to find, is it, sir? Now, maybe he meant to say hard to find in good condition, but because some of these are not in good condition. I'll tell you that right now. But I have them. These I'm not going to ever flip. These are the non-flippables. Because I know one of them feels like it's got water damage on the back of it. But yeah, Fem 5. Loved, definitely. This thing was definitely red. Somebody flipped through this bad boy, or had them stacked or something. Because yeah, it's that crease is prominent. That bend in that spine. So There we go. I'm in Laganado. We got Matt Barr in the chat. Matt Barr, the legend, the man himself. Hail, sir. Welcome, welcome. Good to see you. Ah! I bend the tape. You dirty whore. Alright, I need a new piece of tape, everybody. There we go. I hate it when I bend the tape. Such are the ways of life. Alright, Fem 5. We're bagging and boarding the Fem 5. There's quite a few of them. I gotta highlight the man. What's up, Bar? Good to see you. That's Duck. Where'd you go, Bar? There you are. Somebody coming. Anybody else joining in? Not yet. Plagal almost did, but I think he was like, yeah, I can't. I'm just too sick. So he bounced pretty quickly. But or maybe he thought this was just a hangout and was going to hang out. But so we want Plagal to get well. But yeah, otherwise that, no, nobody's clicked the links, sir. So you're more than free to join. Don't know how long I'll be going. I'm just bagging and boarding some comics. I don't think I'll go until I end the bags and boards, but alright. Right now we're doing Fem 5. That's a decent one. We'll keep that one. Alright. This one's in better shape. But like I said, I'm gonna mail these out to Shelby. I also got in Crypt 1 and 2. Send those out to Shelby also. And have him be like, sign these, drawing monkey. He's a drawing monkey. I like this one. I like the blue. I like blue covers. Keep that in mind, everybody out there. I like blue covers. Blue covers pretty dope. Make things stand out. They make things pop. I don't like calling soda pop. It just doesn't sound right. I don't know why. Doesn't sound right. Hey, Angela. Yep. Angela Curry, Wise Guys. Let me see. Wise left a big statement here. What are you making me read, Wise? Jason, do you have a pick list with your comic book store? Or do you... Oh, I get what you're saying. There's two shops here. There's two shops that... Oh, wow. Some person. Hail. What's going on, man? Make sure you hit that like button, everybody. There's two shops here. The one local shop that's in the mall that I've always gone to. Usually, I would just go in, pick up my pull, and leave. Sometimes I would just peruse through the back issues. Like, I'm like, I want some more Kelly Jones stuff. Or I'm in the mood for some Jim Lee Wildcats. It's affordable. So... sometimes I'll do that. Usually, though, I go in and I might peruse. But lately, I've been looking for Gear Station. I've been looking for that. I can't find it. I have to go online probably for it. But when I go to the other shop, it has more of a back issue selection. The other one's in the mall, so the store's smaller. But the other one is in like a plaza, and the rent's probably cheaper, so it's a bigger store. So they have more of their pullout. But that's where I'll find, like, I want some Max books. I mean, anytime I go into a store, I look for Max. Pitt, those are like the two go-tos. I love Dale and Sam. So I love their style, their art. But, or I'll be like, I love Dale. I want to see if they have any Hulk stuff. This is insanity. I have not been getting this many notifications all day. So I love those guys. So I might look some. But today I was like, I'm going to look for Gear Station. I wanted to look for... some Grendels that they didn't. I think they had one at that other comic shop, but and I was just perusing through though, and I saw a Goon, and I'm like, oh, Goon, sweet. So I picked up some Goons. Sometimes I'll just do that. I'll go through and I'll look and see what I want. Mage, the Hero Defined. I don't know if I mentioned that earlier, but yeah, every now and then, like I will have a set list that I have going in, but. Often I usually just go in, like those Phoenixes and Wolverines, those are older, so I kind of have to, be like, yeah, I've been wanting them, so I'm going to go get them. Yeah, you're welcome. No, just making sure here. Okay. Oh, well, thank you very much. I have to reply to this. Oh, one of the family members is home. Yes, go on, Diamond. Go that way. There you go. Good Bobby. All right, it creates room under my desk. Somebody else is offering to bring me stuff. That's very nice of them. Appreciate it. All right, let me check this one. Oh, okay. I thought so. No worries. No worries to that human. Yeah, go. Your brother's here. What are you doing? Your brother's here, isn't he? Isn't your brother here? Go see your brother. All right. Yeah, I know. Riveting, everybody. I keep everyone glued with Ooey Bluey. All right. That's from Pump Up the Volume, by the way. Yo, what's going on? Got Chris in the chat. What's going on, Sugar Chris? Sugar Chris in the chat. Some person just trying to catch up. There we go. All right. We're still bagging and boarding these Fem 5s. I had a few variant see, feels like there's like 2 in here. I think there's 2 in here. At least the other people used to just... Yeah, there's 2 in here. Oh, jeez, oh man. I hate it when they put them in the same, facing the same way. Because then you don't know. Save that one. Alright. So we got Fem 5. There you go. I actually was looking through, because I have 2 shorts. I thought he was here, Diamond. I'm sorry. We could come back under the desk and be stupid. There you go. I have 2 short boxes that I've had over there. I usually don't remember what's in them. So I was flipping through it. I had a signed She book. I'm like, why is this in there? So yeah, but you're back under the table. You're silly. Okay. Making sure that's just one. And I also had a Battle Chasers in there, which I could have sworn I just sent out my Battle Chasers #1. I have a signed one, Battle Chasers #1 by Joe Mad and McWeeny, the inker. And I could have sworn I sent it out to get graded. And I was looking at the one that I have. I don't remember owning 2 copies of Battle Chasers #1. And I know I didn't reorder one. So, I don't know. If I'm waiting on them to get back the signed books I sent out to get back from the CBCS. So, hopefully I did send it out. Because I could have sworn I sent it out. And if I did, that means I got a dupe of Battle Chasers #1. I'm very shocked about that because it's in good condition. And that's, like I said, not an insanely expensive book, but still a cool book to have a dupe of, you know? Here's another, I don't know if I showed this one. This one kind of looks like the Evangeline cover. Yeah, look at this. Look at that. Shelby. What is Shelby? It's hard to tell because his style is so much better now. Is this Shelby? Are you tricking me, sir? Yeah, that's Shelby. And there's a happy face there and everything. Look at you. Look at you signing it with a happy face balloon, Shelby. Yeah, but I think he did this when he was like 16 or something like that. I can't remember what he said, but he did this a long time ago. And I got like all of them. The one that I got, like I said, it feels like there's some water damage on the back of it, but not everything that I'm bagging is valuable. Not everything that I'm bagging and boarding is hard to find. It's just some of the stuff that I've had laying around in a stack. I have a stack over here on top of a long box, and it's been sitting there for a while. Just stuff usually that I end up picking up, and it's just been collecting. So I got a lot of the Fem 5s. I don't know how or why. I didn't know there was that many of them. So, but I got a lot of them because I ordered the whole collection. Somebody had it up on eBay. So, there you go. Some heads from floating heads. Everyone likes floating heads. People like it when they're not attached to bodies. So, yeah. I didn't read this. I flipped through a couple of them just to see what they were like. You know, you could see his early 90s Liefeld influence, stuff like that back then in these books. So, he definitely draws better now. Draws better than Liefeld for sure now. So, great stuff that he produces out there now. And he gets upset because I use his artwork for trading cards all the time. Because it is really insanely good and could be a cover. But he does them. He just does them, though. It's not like he... Like, I don't know he's doing them when he does them, so I already have the covers covered. See what I did there? So yeah, it's like, let me know you're going to do an image ahead of time, and then maybe, see, this isn't the one that feels like it has water damage, but a little yellowed, not much. But this is a weird looking one. It's like a Sin City vibe to this one. I don't know why. I don't know why. I guess he was in a Sin City mood. But yeah, kind of funny. You know, you can get some of these online. Some of them aren't expensive. I got a bunch of Sludge by Aaron Lopresti. Got a lot of Sludge. A lot. Not a lot, but like a lot. Like I bought some of them that they were selling for like $25. It was like 6 or 7 books. Yeah, Sugar Chris is in the chat. Hit that like button, Sugar Chris. Alright. Like I said, I'm not doing my best on reading that chat, but you guys take care of yourself. Just showing you some cool comics for bagging and boarding. You know, why not stream it? And I go live. Do it live, as they say. Do it live for like an hour. Now, when you're bagging and boarding, everybody, if you're new to comics, you know, you could be. I don't know. Whenever you're bagging and boarding the boards, you want to have the shiny side facing the comic book. This is the side that'll it doesn't eat at the comic. This is the acid-free side. Now they do sell some that are both shiny on both sides. Look who we got, everybody. We got a legend. What's going on, Bar?
What's going on, man?
How much, man? What you doing?
What's the back and the boarding and the bagging?
Where's the bagging and the boarding? We're boarding in the baggings. Boarding in the baggings. This one's got some water damage on the back of it. This was that one. I don't know if you heard me talking about it.
Bilbo Baggins.
It got the Bilbo Baggins water damage on the back. Yeah, it kind of sucks, but it's a full cover.
When I was coming on. Fem 5.
Fem 5.
Is that what you're calling it? Water damage? The pages are all stuck together?
Bar, let me pretend, okay? Let me just...
What is this? That's man water damage.
Let me just live in my fantasy world, okay? That it's just regular water damage.
Yeah. That's my water sock in the corner.
My water sock. Don't wash that, baby.
It's called my man. It's where I collect my man tears.
My man water. There you go. Now somebody's here, Diamond. Go see. Get out from there. Somebody's here. Why are you looking at me like I'm retarded?
Diamond, you want some bacon? You want some bacon? You want sausage?
Evidently not. She's running towards the door, the front door. So yes, this is the one with the
Right, I sound Asian?
Damage. Yes. No, she's running to the front door because somebody's here.
Oh, somebody is here? Are you getting swatted?
Yes.
Cool.
Yeah, we're gonna do it live, man.
Swatted.
Do it live. That's what I say. Am I not? Oh, here we go, Bar. There we go. Now
You
we're
got
out
a
of
bunch of backing and boarding to do?
Kind of, yeah. From stuff I ordered online, plus stuff I get at the shop. I don't know how long they've been sitting in those bags and boards. So if they're older books, I like to redo them just to play it safe. The new ones, obviously, they put new bags and boards in them. But
Yeah.
Yeah, those older, like I had those the Wolverine limited series. I don't know how long they've been sitting in those bags and boards. So
That first one where he's got like the black, that limited series.
here I'll show
Show me the cover.
you. These ones, like these ones.
Oh yeah, the Frank Miller one. Oh my
Yeah, the
God,
Frank
you
Miller
got
ones.
those fantastic.
Yeah,
Keep those
yeah.
fucking graded, bro.
I'm gonna. That's another reason why I'm rebagging and boarding them. But I'm gonna grade them, flip them. One day flip them. I actually have 2 copies of number 1, but this one's not as in good condition. But yeah, dude. Yeah, that's kind of the plan, is to flip them eventually, because I'm a hoarder, so I like to hold on to them.
I can tell from
I'm a hoarder.
from the background.
A little bit. I also hoard
Musky. That's what bacon.
corpses and
Duck bacon.
walls.
Do you make duck bacon, or is it just like strips of duck meat?
I think you can make duck bacon. Why can't you?
So
Is
do you
it-
like duck meat?
I've never had duck meat. Has
You want to duck down on this meat?
that's my next pickup line. Yo, baby, you ever have some duck meat? You want to duck down?
Want you to duck down on this meat? Yeah, dude, it works all the time.
All 50% of the time, it works every time.
It works every time.
All right, so next up,
Next up would be, are you into fitness?
I do work out from time to time.
How about fitness in your mouth?
I can open it pretty wide.
See, yeah, it's Brad. I'm sorry. Let's
No,
get
no,
back
no.
to board.
That's a classic. It's a classic, sir.
Yeah.
See, like people did this. This was these 2 were in one bag and board. That's why I got to rebag and board stuff. But I never had this one, dude.
Sin City, Hell and Back, Sin City. I've never even heard of that.
Yeah, this was the last Sin City run that he did, and I never had it, never read it, never did anything. So finally, I picked it up, and I got it for a pretty decent price too. But like, this isn't one I would grade and flip. This is just to have so I could look at it, you know.
Yeah.
I love me some Frank Miller. So yeah, that was one of the last Sin Cities that he ever did.
I liked him up until that last Dark Knight stuff that he did. I was like, what the fuck is this shit?
Oh, Dark Knight 3.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, Dark Knight 3. That wasn't even really him. That was like, I think, his layouts and other people drawing over top
Oh,
of him.
really?
I think, yeah, like I think one of the Kubert brothers did like issue 1.
Oh,
Like, I love this stuff. That's so cool, dude.
that's cool. I like that.
That's cool, man. You know?
So weird. Like that anatomy is. I'm not. I mean, it's Frank Miller, so I'm not judging it. But it's like that anatomy is like kind of wonky compared
It is
to
wonky.
like his like Daredevil and Elektra stuff, where like that was like pretty good anatomy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and that's what I
Like
was
his
saying.
Wolverine stuff. That Wolverine stuff. Isn't that him drawing that too?
Yeah, he drew that. So the Wolverine Daredevil days were kind of like peak Frank Miller, you know, as
Yeah.
far as like how his styles go and everything like that, like his anatomy and everything. But this, he was just going for graphic, dramatic effect.
Yeah.
So
I'm not
he
saying
was
it's not
pushing.
bad.
It's not
cool
bad.
shit.
Yeah, I'm not mad about it. But
Fondle my sweaters.
look at my sweater, baby. It doesn't keep me that warm. But yeah, dude, the Daredevil stuff, especially like when Elektra gets killed by Bullseye, dude, spot on anatomy.
Yeah.
So like I got like, see, this is how I got them. Here's one of them, and then on the backside here's the other one. So I got to go through these, and I don't want to leave them like this. The acid from the tape will eat through to the comic. But so I figured I'd do it live for a little bit. Why not get some content, talk some comics? There's a lot of, like I was saying in the beginning of the stream, a lot of negativity, a lot of bad crap out there sometimes. So why not focus on some positivity? You know, some cool comics.
Legit.
Legit, dude. You know, everybody's complaining about crap. I just like creative crap. All right, trying to save some of these bags and boards because I can reuse them from modern day crap comics that I don't care about. Well,
Rappers.
I mean, because I feel bad for my shop. I mean, they're ordering, new books, and I'm just like, yeah, I guess I'll keep Batman. Like, fine, just give it to me. Shut up. Yeah. I feel bad. But, I mean, I'm buying like $150 a month there on old back issues, so I don't feel too bad for them. If I'm spending $150. You'd have to look it up to find out. All right, we got two. I got two here, Bar. I got two I got a bag for.
Show me what you got.
Show me what you got. These are the two Sin Cities.
Are you the only person who like gets that reference?
Yes. Anytime we're on stream and someone says it, we're like, show me what you got. And everybody's just keep going. They just keep talking.
Is it love? Did you fall in love? Tell me you fell in love. Does she have a great big ass?
I was like reading. I think I was reading this like interview, about him, and he was like, yeah, that actor, or not that actor, but he's like, yeah, that character, he's a chipper.
He's a chipper?
Right? And it was like, what is that? He's like, yeah, he does coke.
Oh, okay.
Like he does like little chips of coke like through the day to like.
Dude, yes,
And,
I can.
and I'm like going, holy shit, because like, yo, you see him, he's like wiggling his mouth, he's like constantly moving and shit. I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
That makes perfect sense.
Why can I not think of his fucking name right now?
Al Pacino?
Al Pacino, yeah. Al Pacino in his head, he comes up with this whole thing that he's a cop who's like doing coke on the side, dude. It's like,
well, you never see him do that, but
No,
it
you
makes
don't.
sense. But it makes total sense, dude. That movie is one of the greats. Like,
oh, dude,
so good,
it's so good and fucked
so
up.
good. But the,
I mean, how many
Prospect-
movies has that influenced? Movies, games.
what he,
Yeah, dude.
dude.
There's
That
like
movie-
whole
that-
levels of fucking Grand Theft Auto that are just like lifts from that. And then,
Dude. That the scene where they're in the like diner coffee shop, where it's just him and De Niro.
Yeah.
That conversation, one of the best scenes in cinematic history. It's so good, dude. So good. Like two of the greatest actors of that generation squaring off. Oh, dude, it's peak. I love it. I love that movie, and Val Kilmer's great in that too.
Dude, he is, but he's such a dirtbag though.
Yeah,
He
he's
has
the
like
only
the
one that.
super hot wife, and he's like, "Put your fucking clothes on," right? Or not? Put, you know what I mean? He's just like, "All right, let's go. We're gonna go party." She's like, "Baby, the risk ain't worth the reward." And he's like, "Look, just put your fucking keys, fucking put your jacket on, get the fuck out. What? I don't give a fuck." It was like, whoa.
He didn't care, dude.
He didn't give a fuck, dude.
Yeah, but he's the
Rats you up.
only one that gets away.
Yeah,
He is the
does,
only
if
one
that's
that gets
what you-
away.
If that's what you call it, he does get away with the money, but
But he loses his wife. So
dude, he loses
Everything.
everything. Yeah,
Everything is-
Like,
yeah.
And knowing him, that character, he's gonna
Oh.
roll through that shit because he's a fucking gambling junkie.
oh yeah, dude, without a doubt.
What a good movie, dude.
Such a good movie, dude.
When they're sitting in the diner, you're like, I don't know, man. Who am I rooting for?
You don't know
I
who
mean-
yeah, because you're like, oh, I kind of want him to get the bad guy, but I really want De Niro to get away. I could get where he's coming from.
I mean, it's like you kind of want De Niro, but if you really think about it, you're like, nah, man. These guys were already fucking like just fucking people up from day
They're
one.
despicable, deplorable criminals.
Yeah.
Yeah, but De Niro plays him at such a likable level. You're like, man, I kind of want him to, but you're right. You want Pacino to win just because he's the cop. He is doing what's right. He just happens to be a workaholic. So
Yeah.
he can't.
And a cokehead.
And a cokehead. Unestablished, but and a cokehead.
Unestablished cokehead,
Yeah, dude. Maybe I'll watch that movie later tonight, dude. I watched.
What if like Plainview, like Daniel Day-Lewis, like, yeah, and there will be blood. Yeah, I'm actually a vampire. I didn't tell anybody.
I don't want anybody to know.
I played the whole movie as a vampire.
I play as a vampire.
I played as a vampire.
I play straight vampire. Straight.
You're a fool. I'm a vampire and you don't know it. You
Drink
see,
your milkshake.
I drink your bloody milkshake from your body. You are my milkshake.
Choking on my food
Beverage milkshake. I drink your body milkshake.
Drink your body milkshake. You are my milkshake.
Drink.
Oh, I'm bagging imported comics. But thank you. I don't want to get popcorn grease all over comic books. I was offered a bucket of popcorn.
Oh wow! From a movie or just...
Yeah, they went to see a movie. They went to see Nefarious.
Nefarious.
Nefarious. I recently watched.
But do Nefarious, but instead of doing Nefarious, do it as doing the Newtown Dance from Beverly Hills Cops. You know, Nefarious, doing Nefarious dance.
I don't remember that. I remember that movie, but I don't remember that. Look at this. This is nice. That's nice.
Oh, that is nice.
That is nice. Last night I watched Moment of Contact.
A moment
aliens.
of contact.
Aliens.
Oh yeah, is it with that Dr. Greer guy who looks like he's fucking gotten like he survived a shotgun blast in the face?
No.
Yeah,
No,
there's one guy who's like his name is Greer, and he puts out all these videos, and it looks like he took like birdshot to the face, like he went fucking hunting with Dick Cheney.
Oh, jeez. That's terrible.
Yeah, like Duck Cheney.
Duck Cheney.
You better call him Duck when you're fucking hunting with him because you're gonna duck around.
What's my name? What's my name? Duck Cheney.
No
No.
UFOs, dude. Did you see I've seen two things of UFOs today.
Really?
Right? Yeah. One, I was like, I saw one UFO thing, and it was like a Brazilian model was doing her student flying, and this thing fucking flies out of the fucking clouds and like banks to the left to avoid them, and you hear them like freak out a little bit in the airplane, and you don't get to see.
I know what you're talking
see
about.
how like you don't know if it's like the size of a fucking loaf of bread or if it's like the size of a car,
Right.
right? But it looks like a silver fucking stingray. It looks like the Flight of the Navigator, dude. And it's like straight up like you're like, okay, that's a metal object, and that metal object is fucking moving. You know what I mean? And then so that was the one footage. So I was like telling my wife, I'm like, hey, did you see that fucking UFO shit? And she was like, are you talking about the orbs from the drone? And I was like, what?
I don't know if I heard about the orbs. I heard about that other one. I don't know if I heard about the orbs.
So the military, which, you know, this is all a grain of salt, obviously.
Grain of salt. Yeah.
But it's like they're like releasing drone footage with like orbs flying underneath the drones. So it'll be like
geez.
a drone in Iraq, and it's like, you know, it's recording an area, you know, an area of operation or whatever, right? It's really high, and it's photographing downward, and these silver fucking spheres are like flying through the fucking view. Right, so you're sitting there going, oh yeah, I'm like looking and go, okay, yeah, I see some tanks or whatever, I see some buildings. Then all of a sudden, diagonally across the screen is a little silver fucking like ball. But again, it's like you can't, you know, was it the size of a?
You don't have
it
an
a-
established
Is it a
scale
basketball
for it.
Yeah, is it a basketball or is it a fucking car? You know what I mean? But it's like it's clearly metal and it's hauling ass.
What's up, hockey?
You know,
Yeah.
it's like it's not like a balloon that's kind of floating either. It's like going in a straight line, like
Right.
it's heading somewhere.
Yeah, you don't have anything to scale it, unfortunately.
Yeah,
Otherwise,
that's
it'd
the
be
pickle
easier.
of it.
Well, dude, I don't know if it's just because of technology, and I mean, some of it is obviously like you can't believe everything you see, but it's just been increasing more and more. Like, well, this thing I saw was from It's recent. It was a 2021 or 2022 documentary, but it took place in '96. The events, and it happened in Brazil. And it's pretty much like Roswell. An alien spacecraft crashed, and like creatures actually were escaping though. Like there's two creatures that were out and about. One of them got caught and he was
know
killed.
what you're talking about. The dude picked up the fucking alien
Picked it
and,
up.
like, and it got like stuff on him.
Secreted like oils on him or something.
And then
Yeah,
he ends up like getting an infection and dying.
dies. Yep.
I'm like, this isn't like some folklore. Like this happened recently enough where
Dude.
it's like, yeah, here's the medical reports and here's the medical like
And the
shit from
photos
sky
and
stuff,
the
you know?
eyewitnesses. I mean,
Yeah.
the only way to fake that is if you get an entire town, village, city, whatever, to like hundreds of people, dozens or 100s, to be in on this scam. It's next to impossible to like, and that's something of that level, that magnitude. Forget about it, dude.
What's going on, Dan Plagle? What's
Yeah,
going on,
Plagle's
man?
in the chat.
Leg kick. What's the deal, dog?
We got
Duck
Mike Kick-
bacon. What's the deal? Michael Mann is awesome. Agree.
Oh, Mike McMahon. What's going
Yeah,
on?
dude. It's like, okay, you're releasing this stuff. Like, are you setting it up for something? Like, why are you like setting us up? I don't know. I guess ultimately, like me and my wife were talking about it. Like, if the government came out and was like, yeah, there's aliens here. I mean, we'd still be paying our mortgage.
Well, not only that,
You know what I mean? It'd be like, okay, the aliens are here. Does that mean I don't
And
have to pay my mortgage?
how many people would be like-
I don't care.
and how many people would be like, and? Like, nowadays especially, I could see if this was like 1943, like people are like, what, aliens? Holy crap. Now, people are like, I'm too busy right now. Like, people just, they almost don't care at this juncture. Like, there's only certain people like us that are like, that's the coolest thing ever. But there's plenty of people that are just like, yeah, so what? I've known that the whole time. I really don't care. Like, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? There's, like,
It doesn't
I don't-
affect me.
it doesn't affect me, so I don't see what this has to do with anything. I think it's dope and cool as all get out, is what I think.
I
But
think it's super cool, and it expands. You know, and people are like, "Oh, it's gonna fuck up their religion," and it's like, well, not really.
no,
No, because you know the concept of what God's creation is just keeps expanding. So all you got to do is like add a couple of words to the Bible, like
right, and
created heaven.
also,
You know what I mean? Like you don't have to like lose your shit if you suddenly find out that like the creation is like a little bit more complex. You know what I'm saying? If that's where like
All right.
what you believe.
well,
Does that
and you
make
can
sense?
go into that as well. Like that. We're gonna just because it's more vast. Like you have God. We're gonna work off of that context. And God created man. That's God's tale. That God relayed these messages to man. Well, what about like the people of Zoltar 452 out in another solar system? God relayed a different thing to them. You know what I
Well,
mean?
it
Like
says in the beginning, there was
There was the word,
or
the word was
whatever,
God,
and then
the
it
word
was
was
like, it was like he created the heavens and the earth,
right.
the heavens and the earth. So it's like, like technically, maybe he made everybody else first and then came here.
Could have been.
You know what I mean? You could have said that. So it's like
Right.
the heavens. He created the heavens, so that means all encompassing. Who knows, dude?
Well, people even say they look up into the heavens, or they say that when they're talking about looking up into the sky. So
Well, maybe they're us. You know, that's also one of
and
those
maybe they
theories
are
of,
us.
Like, it's like dimensional. You know what I mean? Or it's like temporal. You
Right.
know, it's. I don't know.
The
I want to
aliens
know
aren't
because
being
it's like humans want to know. You know, humans want to like close that narrative loop of like.
I like knowing
I
things.
see something. I want to know what it is.
Yes.
So that I could just say, okay, I know what that is, and I can keep moving. And that's
Yeah.
like base, like fucking hunter
Dude.
gatherer fucking mentality
it's
of
like-
like, you know,
It's like my shoulder hurts. Why does it hurt? Oh, it hurts because I lifted something wrong. Now I know. Okay, cool. I'm fine now. It hurts still, but I'm at least comfortable knowing what it is. Like it's like, does it hurt because there's like an insect inside it burrowing through my body? No, I just
Oh
pulled a
my God.
muscle. Oh, okay.
yeah,
I'm just saying. You never know. But once you
Yeah.
do know, you're comforted by that. There's that level of comfort that you have in knowing, even though it doesn't really affect you as much. Like nothing changes except you know it, so it brings you comfort. I like that. So yeah, I want to know.
It's so
Aliens,
wild,
cool.
man. If they were like, they're actually from another dimension, and there's multiple dimensions, and they're just from another one. So they come here on the regular, and there's nothing we could do about it.
Right. They come here. There's nothing we can
Okay.
do about it. They're observing. They're just keeping track, making sure we don't annihilate each other. Okay, cool. I guess, maybe they fail and we end up annihilating
I don't
each
know.
other.
Yeah, I don't. You know, there's like stories of them like going to missile silos. You know what I mean? Like nuclear weapons.
They hover over the silos and like
hover
even the
over 'em
nuke
and,
codes
like,
like get scrambled or
eyeball 'em
something.
and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like, somebody was saying like, the splitting of an atom is something that happens on the, subatomic level, that's like ripples out. So it's like suddenly they're like eyeballing us because we could do something like that. I don't know. It's just
and
so
that's-
there's so many different like ways that you can go with it. You know what I mean? It's
Well, not only that, like
Jesus.
yeah, they've been
It hurts.
reported. Like if you look at you talk about ancient aliens and stuff like that, they've been around forever. But sightings as far as modern times have increased after we let off the nukes. Like that's when activity really just escalated. So, like maybe they're like, hey, these guys have like some kind of weird capabilities now. They've developed on a certain scale that we were before, and they could go the wrong way. So we got to monitor them. We got to check out their nukes, see what they're doing. Like it could be that. You don't know. Or
Are
maybe
they
they're
going to
seeing
other people's nukes too. You know what I mean? Like
As
hey,
far as I
Russia,
know,
are
yeah,
you-
as
are
far
you
as I know.
fucking- are they eyeballing your shit?
as far as I'm aware of, they have.
Well, I think what's interesting is it was like the Navy did a radar upgrade, right? Like in the like 2016 or 17 or something like that. Somebody else Google that shit. But they did a full upgrade to their radar systems, and as soon as they did, they started seeing shit, and they're like,
Right.
oh, look at all this fucking chaff and chatter on our new systems, and it's like, no, actually those were all different like fucking UFOs that they were hitting, like the Nimitz and shit. They were like hitting all these different UFOs thinking that they were glitches, but then they would like see them, the little tic tacs and shit,
No,
which is crazy, dude, because you're like, what the fuck. They're not even like UFO, like round saucers, dude. They're like little Tic Tacs.
Well, the Tic Tacs-
underwater. Like, are you fucking?
there's
kidding
that
me?
theory that the Tic Tacs are more like drones than anything else. That they're just like there's nobody in them. That's a theory that I've heard too.
It's hard to
So,
say if you don't.
it's hard to say.
It's like how big are they? You know what I mean? Like, is it big enough for one person to fit, or if it's like a I mean, I get. Is it it's piloted consciousness?
Consciousness. And it could be. Now,
What's the
who's
end
this-
game?
Dude, and who knows? Like I said, like they're okay. Let's say the one is they're monitoring us to make sure we don't kill each other. What if they're not maybe they're monitoring us to make sure we don't get too far on the evolutionary scale that we can maybe take them out. Because we're the downed aliens craft and stuff like that. That's how we got a boost in technology, like microchips or whatever you may have it. So, like our technology has increased drastically in the past 20 years compared to what it used to be in the last 50. So, it's like because of maybe down spacecraft. So, what if we're deconstructing all their technology and we're going to get to the point where we can deconstruct it enough that we can build it and take them out, and that's why they're monitoring us, maybe.
Did you see Tenet?
I did not.
Makes me think about Tenet a little bit because it was like temporal. It was like people from the future were like coming back and like doing shit to stop us because we were like fucking up the environment. So people from in the future started like sending shit back so that it would cause our annihilation, hoping that it would like generate a cleaner environment for them.
I mean, that stuff that's not an uncommon premise. You know, we got to go back in time to clean things up so we don't get screwed over in the future.
Yeah, but then Tenet is the organization that's like fighting against the future people. Yeah, dude, you got to see it, dude. It's a crazy movie.
I'll watch it. I heard mixed reviews, so that's why I'm more hesitant
I had to
about
watch it a couple times to be like, what the fuck am I watching here? Like, it's more complicated than Inception, dude. Which Inception isn't really that complicated, you know? It's just like a dream within a dream within a dream shit.
Right. It's just it's just cool visuals.
But it's cool visuals. But like with Tenet, it's like the Doppler effect, with like blues and reds, and like which you could tell who's going forward in time and who's going in backwards in time.
Now, do you
Because
think
they're not really like traveling in time per se, right? It's not like, okay, let me hit this button and then I'll meet you in 2 months. You know what I'm saying? It's not like that kind of time travel. It's like you go into this machine and you start like going backwards, like your body starts going backwards
right?
through time. Fuck, it's like
No,
hard
okay,
to explain.
right? But
It's
see,
like-
do you think that that's maybe a crutch of something? Like it's really good, but it's so complexly good that it gets to be bad. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like this is just too much. I can't really explain or think about it, but I know it's good. I just don't know why. But it's just too hard. Like, do you think that's a negative?
Sometimes. I think it was borderline. I think it was borderline, maybe too much, with Tenet.
Because that's what it sounded
I
like.
think
Like,
because there's like multiple timelines going on, but it's like, wait, well, how is that working if there's no time machine? And it's like, well, just people are moving through time at differently, and it's like it explains it, and they're like, oh, like there's a radiation, and when you get hit with the radiation, you suddenly act differently, right? So if you go into the machine and you start traveling backwards in time, you start like, I guess like you start getting younger.
yeah.
Right? So there's a way that you're like, okay, let me go back 20 years and then get back in the machine and then start going forward again and then going backwards again and then going forward. So you could almost like keep reliving the same like 20 years indefinitely.
This is the thing with time travel. It's so tricky.
It makes your head hurt.
It does, dude. It does. Like, okay, if you go back in time, like, now we're messing with theories and time travel, but if you go back in time, you're in a craft that's stationary. So you're inside the thing that is going through time. So you shouldn't be de-aging or aging since you're in the thing that is
Yeah.
speeding you through or behind. So I don't think you should get any younger. That doesn't make too much sense to me.
Well, it's oh my god, dude, it's hard to explain. It's just like you walk in and you're hit with this type of radiation, and it causes your cells to go in the opposite direction through time. And you start
because
to,
of the
move
radiation that's
differently.
hitting you.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's like every cell has a certain radiation signature, and it's
Oh, this is
connected
messed
to
up.
time moving forward. And if you go into this machine, it'll start moving backwards in time. So it's like this dude is like getting instructions because the future is like burying shit. So it's like they're burying shit and then putting it through the machine and then burying it, and then it's like being found, I guess. See, dude, I'm like, yeah, it's a great movie. I'm like, totally fucking it up.
Good day. Oh, Mike Wilson. Yo, what's up, Mike?
Yo,
Good to
Mike.
see you in the chat. Hockey's in here. I said hi to him earlier. Dude, yeah, and like I said, it sounds like, though, like it's a little bit overly complicated as to what it should be. Dude, I'm bummed this book is jacked. I'm putting it back in the old bag and board. I don't know if you can see any of the wrinkles on it. Yeah, the light catches it. You can see them. Like, oh, it hurts. Look at that. I gotta get a new one of these. That's way too jacked up. But it's a reader's copy, I guess. I can flip through it. But yeah, it's overly complicated. You know, it's a dope concept, but it's too evolved.
I mean, I did like it, like the one part where the guy, they're doing the mission, and this person wearing a mask gets killed. You don't realize that it's actually one of like his buddy getting killed, and he knows that his buddy's gonna get killed, and he's like, hey man, don't go back into that war or that combat zone because you'll get killed. And he's like, well, that's all right, because if you know it happened, then I can't stop it. It's gonna happen, so I'm gonna go anyways.
Right.
And the guys were like, well, fuck man, like I just met you, and then the other dude's like, actually, like we've known each other for a long time, like this is just the beginning of our friendship, because you're gonna start going back in time and you're gonna start doing shit with me while we're going back through time, and then eventually you're gonna like go. You're just like, oh, that's kind of cool, while you're
Yeah,
watching
they get to know each other as they traverse backwards.
Yeah. So the one dude is like, nah, dude, like, it's Robert Patterson.
Patterson?
Yeah,
Peter
he's
Patter-
in the guy, and he's like, yeah, I gotta go back, and he's like, well, if you go back, you'll get killed. And he's like, yeah, but I'm the one who fucking undoes the lock that gets you through to finish the mission. So I have to go back into the machine and then go back through time. And then, you know what I mean? And you're like, oh, and the guy's like, fuck. He's like, don't worry about it, dude. He's like, we've been fucking doing this shit for a long time. And he's like, you're the one who's recruited me. So it's like, so don't even sweat it, dude. Like, this is it's not a big deal. So you almost like start playing with like timey-wimesy shit where it's like,
Right.
It's like, yeah, I'm dying, but don't worry, dude, because like you'll see me. It gets very fucking like complicated. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll check it out one day. I'm not gonna say I'm gonna watch it tonight, but this is some Jonathan Wayshak, the Ferryman. Some dopeness. I have a hard time finding these. Luke sent me whatever he had dupes of, or whatever he found actually. So very nice of Luke. Yeah, I'll watch it eventually.
One day when it's raining.
One day. Yeah, one day.
I do think.
What is this?
Sometimes I think about. Okay, here's your time travel like dilemma. Germs.
Oh yeah,
Like,
you
what
would
the
have.
fuck
You
are
would.
talking about?
Yeah. No, because
have to
especially
wear
if you're going into the
containment
past. If you're going into the past, yeah, you're obviously or if you go into the future, you're exposing yourself to new germs. If you're going into the past, you're exposing others to new germs.
Yeah, dude. So if you go in the past, you're like just kicking off a pandemic, and you with the common cold, like you're like, oh yeah, I got the sniffles. So you go back like 400 years, and you start the fucking Black Plague. But then if you go, 400 years in the future, like somebody just kind of like sneezes on you, and you start bleeding out of your eyes.
But okay, like you say, you go back in time, you sneeze, you start the Black Plague. But what if that was initially what started? Like you were the reason the plague started. Like you know what I mean? Like you were supposed to do it. So,
I'm just saying the Black.
No,
Plague.
it's an
The Black
example.
Plague is it's actual botulism or
right. It was just
bubonic.
you're just spouting an example. But I'm saying, what if that doesn't change anything because you were the originator anyway of some disease that did happen.
Yeah, then there's the pickle of it. Then you're meant to go back and fuck
You were
it up.
meant to go back. So really, by going back in time, you don't change anything in time. So therefore, it's futile.
Yeah.
But is it?
all-
'Cause
it
if you
all
don't go back
happens.
in time,
Oh, that's
then it
great.
won't happen. Then a different timeline would emerge. This
you
is why I
see
don't
the
like messing with
corona?
time travel, dude. I like if you make it fantastical, like Back to the Future, or like Doctor Who, as somebody mentioned earlier. If you make it like just purposely wacky almost and funny or like entertaining, yeah, that's fine. But once you try to go serious with it, then you're like, wait a minute, you guys are trying to actually play this straight. Like, can you do that? I don't even know what this is. This was in the back of that.
I
turd.
did like Looper. I thought that was interesting.
Looper was good. Looper was good.
I thought they could have done the whole movie with just the time traveling and kept
Yeah.
out the telekinesis shit.
Yeah, you don't need superpowers in that too.
Yeah, I was like, why do you have superpowers? Who gives a shit?
Yeah, time travel's already
dealing with
cool.
fucking time travel. Yeah.
I already got to wrap my mind around time travel. Now I got to wrap my mind around superpowers. Yeah, it still, and I mean, you can't go wrong with what's his face, dude. They get that kid that played Robin and Dark.
Jason Lorben Gubbit.
Yeah, Jason Lorden Gubbit. Here you go, another Sin City. The Wizard Half book, is she?
The fucking Robin.
The Robin. Yeah, I was like, really? We're gonna go with that?
Name it's Robin. I want to get up and walk out of the fucking movie.
Yeah, dude. I was like, that's what we're going with? Really? I was like, you should have just kept him as he was. It's fine. You don't need to say, oh, I'm Robin.
Yeah, I mean, at that rate, why don't you have like a fucking rose bush on that bitch's fucking desk and call her Ivy? You know what I mean? It's just like,
My friends call me Ivy because I like these roses here.
yeah. Oh, I love that name, Robin. Here's your paperwork. Oh, by the way, watch out for my thorny bushes because they're just there. Okay, bye-bye. The end.
Bye
You're
now.
like, yeah, man, they had poison ivy in that movie. Crazy,
Who's
right?
Robin in that movie? And I'm sorry, Anne Hathaway as Catwoman was terrible. I didn't mind Dark Knight Rises. I didn't, but it was definitely the weakest of all of them.
Oh God, yeah.
Yeah. Like, I didn't mind Bane. He wasn't like Bane, but he was still Bane, and it was still cool. You know, he did a good job. There you go.
I thought Bane was fine.
Yeah, I mean, I would have liked to have
the
them.
fine until the end when he was like, Talia's fucking bitch again.
Yeah, that was like, eh.
Because I was like, God damn it! I was like, how come every time Bane is in a movie, he ends up being like some fucking simp?
Yeah. Bane crush. Like, why are you the Hulk?
Yeah,
You're actually
it's
supposed to be really
dumb.
smart.
Yeah, you're supposed to be fucking like Batman level scary.
Batman level intelligence, yeah. I liked it. Yeah, Hockey liked it, but agree. Yeah, Anne Hathaway, dude. I'm sorry. Also, Michelle Pfeiffer was a great Catwoman. I don't know. I know I'm old, but
The old
was
as dirt.
old as
Yeah,
old
I
as
would.
Joker.
All right, so that third Batman.
Yeah, what's up,
You
Ace?
you fix that shit. All right, I'm just spitballing. If I was in charge and saw that script, I would have been like, "Wait a minute, he's not Batman for 10 years? He's in his fucking house with a fucking goatee and a mutt." I'd be like, "Nah,
Yes,
get rid of all that shit.
Get rid of all that,
shit."
and especially his like broken legs. It's like, nah.
No.
No.
Because like you know, he goes to the doctor, and the doctor's like, "Oh, you don't have any fucking cartilage in your leg," and it's like, he's only been Batman like fucking 8 or 9 times. Like, how fucking, you know what I mean? Like,
I can count on 2 hands about times the Batman.
but yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's like he rarely. So you have that. So I would have just done like a fucking montage in the beginning, like a news montage of
Dude.
like
Well-
the last 10 years of like different, and then you could have been like, oh, like a quick couple of seconds of footage of like the Joker, or not the Joker, but of like the Penguin, and maybe a couple of seconds of like some giant fucking mutated dude looking like Killer Croc. You know what I mean? I'm just saying, like, do like this like
gotta be a
montage of
montage.
showing, like, maybe even like they start the movie with like a news thing of like, you know, all the people that Batman has brought down in the last 10 years, but like we still don't know who Batman is, kind of a thing. You know what I mean? And so it shows that he's like, even though that fucking ugly chick died, he's still like fighting crime.
Right, he's still been
It's like-
trudging through the trenches, yeah.
Dude, yeah, it's like, okay, your parents died and it just snapped him and he's fucking Batman, and you're gonna tell me like Rachel dying, who like I don't even think he fucked.
No,
She dies, and he just like fucking clams up in his fucking apartments and just like jerks off and just fucking thinks about her, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. So it's just like, get the fuck out of here. Like, none of you people know who Batman is.
No, and also, dude, in the comic series, The Dark Knight Returns, they do the newsreel all the time.
Yes,
You could have played
yes.
with that perfectly in that series, and it fits within that reality that Nolan was going for. So it would have been
But not quite not quite doing like the Dark Knight Returns, where, because in the beginning of that, Bruce is retired and like, you know.
Well, no, right, but they had it in those elements because
Yeah.
Like they're still playing off of that in that Bane one, but like
Because
can
then,
still
you
play
know,
off
you
of
have
that.
like you have him dealing with the loss of Rachel, him like slowly ratcheting up his fucking level of violence, you know, to the point of like
this
you know,
is
this
pushing
city
the
is-
limits of what Batman does.
yeah, like, hey, you're pushing fucking like what the city will tolerate what Batman is doing, and then Bane shows up, you know. Because then when
Yeah.
Bane shows up and is like, the people, there should almost be like a fucking Twitch. You know, not Twitch, but almost like a switch. That would have been cool of like people like kind of backing him up. You know,
Yeah.
like, yeah, Batman's a fucking fascist. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, I know they just recently did that in the Beetle fucking trailer, but like they could have kind of like leaned into that a little bit. Like, yeah, the Batman is just fucking part of the system, and Bane's here to fucking give us fucking freedom or what. But really, you know, no, I'm here to fucking tear your shit up. You know?
The people, you fools! Fascism is bad.
You fool! Batman's here to save you.
You fool! Mandy is a fool. Ride with me.
Yeah, for my pleasure.
For my
Mandy,
pleasure. You fool. For my pleasure. The people.
the people.
We're combining two very different movies here.
Yeah, dude.
But no, yeah, that's a good idea. Like they're like, oh, Batman's a fascist. Let's go with Bane. When you guys like, it's like, yeah, flip side, haha, you guys are dumb. You know,
Yeah.
I fooled you. Yeah,
Yeah,
like that
really,
concept.
He's gonna like blow the whole place up.
and dude, I'm sorry, they could have incorporated the Venom in there somehow. They could have, like, it would have been cool. The Bane Venom.
I mean,
This wasn't even taped. How did not tape it?
he had. Excuse me.
How dare you ruin my professional?
He
stream
had
of
the
coffee.
mask.
He had the mask. Like, it only makes sense. Like, why
There
did he
were
even
definitely,
have
like,
it?
wires? But there
Why
were,
did
there
he-
were. He had wires and shit going in, so there was like gas and shit.
Yeah,
like
they
he was
never
being fed.
explain it. Like, they never explain that
No.
mask. Like, it's just like, it looks cool. Yeah, nice. But why does he have that? He has asthma? Like, why does he have the mask? He can't breathe. He's something. There you go. There's
Yeah, it's like
the
you're saying he's constantly being fed.
adrenaline.
I mean, it didn't even seem like adrenaline. It seemed like antiseptic, not antiseptic. What's it called? It's like a fucking pain blocker.
Opioid?
Yeah, but it's like instead because if he was just like getting fed opium, he would be fucking laying down. It was
he'd be
like
laying
he was
down.
being
Well, no, like, what is
It's
it?
some sort of,
angel,
like-
dude. Well, angel
Yes.
dust. It'll block your pain receptors and it'll heighten you up. Like, I mean, so adrenaline can maybe do that too. I'm
so
sure.
he's like getting this like slow adrenaline drip of like adrenaline and like some kind of PCP, basically venom. And he just didn't want to say it, but he's basically getting
Right.
fucking a slow.
But
drip
see,
of
and
venom.
they didn't have to call it venom then. They could have just said adrenaline. Like, you know what I mean? Like this is my venom, my adrenaline, my venom is my poison. Like they could have said something. I need it, and it just even reference it. Fine. Like it would be cool to know that you're still and Bane without the venom. It's just it doesn't.
Yeah,
it-
while they were in the subway, he could have had a fucking
It's like
scientist
better
sitting there
than that.
cooking up venom for him. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh, dude, yeah,
Before
like-
we take the city, I must replenish my fucking tank that I hold on the back of my belt. You know what I'm saying? Like,
my assets.
you know what I mean? And so over in the corner when he's like,
dude.
"Why did you bring him to me?" In the corner, you have like Jesse and fucking Walter White like cooking up some fucking venom in the corner. You know what
That
I'm
would be
saying?
dope.
Like,
Dude, all right.
but like
so I
that
picked,
kind of setup where it's like, yeah, this guy's mobile and he doesn't like, I need you to bring me some venom. But he's like, make that shit in the corner, bitch. You know? Make me some fucking, and he's like going over there and like rubbing it on his gums. Yeah, this is a good fucking
Good
venom.
venom.
Dude,
all right.
you faggots, this is good.
I hate it when people tape things upside down. I hate it when they bag and board them upside down, like the flaps on the bottom. It's just a pet peeve, dude. Anyway, yeah, I do like the trilogy. Obviously, Heath Ledger's like stole the show, but you now because of our age.
But fucking Joaquin Phoenix is fucking Joker, dude. If I feel like,
But it's not really a Joker though.
I
It's
think it could be if you gave him some room to breathe and to like get into himself. I think he would be a fucking insane Joker.
okay.
Like
here.
I think he'd be a really good Joker.
Let
Like,
me
He goes
let me
to
correct.
jail. He gets broken out. They give him a suit, and they're like Joker, and he like does the little dances, and they're like Joker.
Let me
what do you
correct
want
what
to
I
do?
was
Like,
saying. The Joker movie really wasn't the Joker, but Joaquin would make a fantastic Joker as the Joker. Like the comic Joker that you don't really know fully his origin, kind of like he's not mad. Like
Yeah.
the Joker one was kind of like, oh, we sympathize with him a little bit. No, Joker's was like that dude is evil as all get out. No, like
I think
Joaquin would make a
halfway-
great one.
Halfway through, like I think you're like you sympathize with him like the first half of the movie.
Yeah,
and
but
then
you
the
shouldn't
second half
have
of the
at
movie-
all, I think.
Well, you're like, oh man, this guy is like, what a bummer. This guy is like totally like getting fucked with. But then, like he like takes it like beyond like, okay, he's not being fucked with. Now he's like standing up for himself to like, I'm stabbing people with fucking scissors and just blowing people away that don't like fucking get my jokes. You know what I mean? It's like it's
Right.
totally fucking like that's not a hero at all. But the Murray, hello Murray. That shit was fucking. I was
good.
like, oh my god,
Yeah.
dude, that's fucking. Crazy. And the little dances.
Yeah. So we get
Not the slow dances. I thought that was fucking creepy.
Well, that's supposed to be, but I know what
When
you're
he's
saying. Like him
on
dancing down the
stage.
stairs.
Yeah, dude.
It's
He's like,
great.
he shoots him and then throws the gun and then just starts like dancing in place. I was like, that's
He
the fucking Joker. He's like totally like yeah, I'm not gonna hold back what I'm laughing at.
like
crazy.
you. But see, I like my Joker like I like my Wolverine. Like no backstory. You know what I mean? Like I like that
Mhm.
element of it. So that's why I also do like the Ledger one. Plus, this is what I like. Everybody played their Jokers differently, and I know since we grew up with the '89 Batman, like everybody's like, "Oh, Jack Nicholson, pinnacle Joker." He was good, but he
I
was
don't
Jack
think he's
Nicholson.
pinnacle. Yeah.
He was just Jack Nicholson. Maybe amped up like times 4. Like he wasn't really like totally crazy.
He was like gangster Joker. You know what I mean? They do those things. Where it's like,
Yeah.
This one
Yeah.
was psycho Joker. This one was clown Joker. Like yeah, he was like a gangster Joker.
Yeah. I don't know. I really liked Ledger's. I mean, I thought he was more that evil, just maniacal. Like he plots and like he says, I scheme. I like that. He plans things out. He plays people. He knows, and plus he's totally chaotic. It's just crazy with Joaquin Phoenix version.
And he's an
Obviously they
absolute
played with
liar,
a mental.
dude.
What's that?
I said, and he's like an absolute liar. Like he's like,
Oh, yeah.
I don't plan anything. I just do things, and
I
it's
just
like
do things. It's like
that's a lie, dude.
That's a
Like
lie.
the whole movie is like you planning shit out to get like half the money, and then the fucking
the
boat.
bridges and stuff
yeah,
like
and then
that.
all
yeah.
that shit. It's like, dude, you. Nah,
You
he
obviously
was-
planned
from the
this.
beginning. Yeah, the whole thing was to push him, So
Yeah, but I do like Joaquin Phoenix's Joker. I thought he did man. I hate these when they have damage on them. I thought he did do a really good job. But to me, it's still at the same time. If you had called that, the clown, like that's the name of the movie, it wouldn't have changed it. You know what I mean? It's still it's more or less a movie about mental illness and psychosis than it is about a Joker.
yeah,
Another Grew book. Picked up a couple Grew books because why not?
because why not?
Why not, dude? This is my thing, man. You can get 2 Grew books, 2 great, fantastic books, for the price of a current modern day comic. Why not?
Why not?
Why not? That's what I ask you, chat. I ask you that. Why not? But yeah, dude, I love the Batman stuff. I don't think I want to see the second Joker movie though. I'm not into musicals.
Is it really a musical?
Yeah. What's her face is playing Harley Quinn. Lady Gaga is playing Harley Quinn, and it's a musical. Now,
I guess I'd have to see. I mean, if it's like straight up fucking Grease, then I'm not interested. But if it's like in his head or something, I don't know.
that's what I think is the theory behind it, is that it does take place in his head, a lot of it. But wait, yeah, no, I think so. Chat, double check me on that. There's 7 of you watching. 1 of you can look it up. But yeah, that's what I heard.
Hit that like and share.
Oh, thanks, man. Yeah, it's a musical. I'm not big on that. I kind of would rather a straight up Joker Harley Quinn, corrupts Harley Quinn. That would be cool. Look at this.
Yeah,
Like,
because she is a doctor
Yeah.
there, and she's supposed to be, I don't know.
like she's his new therapist because he kills
Yeah.
the other one. So
Yes.
she's his new therapist. And then you could just slowly have him slowly corrupting her mind, slowly pushing her to limits, making her insane. They escape. They go on a killing spree or something. They try to corrupt more of the system or whatever you may have. It could be dope. It could be cool. But I don't want to hear him singing.
Yeah, that would be interesting if she's like part of like a cult, you know, like she's like the head, like a leader of a Joker following, you know, she's like the groupie.
You mean like
Yeah,
in kind of like Batman Beyond, where they had the Jokers, the gang, the Joker gang.
Yeah. So it's like she like manipulates her way into getting in there as a doctor.
I see what you're saying.
You know what I mean?
Smell what
Like,
you're cooking. Smell what
so that she could then get him out, and then be like, yeah, I have like all these people who like believe in what you're saying, and like we all agree with you, kind of thing. Like Jonestown, like
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, play off
Jones.
of that cult mentality. Yeah. Yeah. That
because you definitely
brainwashing
had
cult.
it.
Yeah.
Because all those
Oh,
people were
without
like
doubt.
fucking cheering for him and shit, you know. So it's like, yeah.
Yeah, at the end of the
yeah.
movie, I mean, everybody's all about the Joker, so it would make sense that there would be a team of thugs or gang that would rise up and be like, hey, we're the Jokers. We are following in the footsteps of chaos, and anarchy and just complete insanity without reason. And she's like either one of them or a leader, and she infiltrates the asylum.
Yep.
I like that idea. It's a nice idea. What I like about it is that there's no singing, Bar.
Nah, man.
No singing.
Who's singing?
Look at this one, dude. This one's dope. This is a Goon book. Mike Mignola.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I like the goon. It's good stuff.
Yeah. This one is a Mike Mignola variant with a Hellboy on it. But yeah, I don't know. Like, I say I'm not going to see it, but I haven't seen a trailer yet, so I shouldn't say I'm not going to. I just really don't like musicals, man. I don't like that. I can't open this bad.
I'd have to see the trailer,
I'd have to see the trailer.
and also, I liked it. I mean, I'll probably see it regardless.
I like the first. Like, I know people who do suffer from mental illness or bipolarism, and they were like, I didn't like it. They try to like theatricalize it, and like they're like, yeah, whatever. It's just whatever. Like they were like whatever about it. They didn't care. So like, I guess I could see it. If you suffer from it, you're not going to be like blown away by that movie. So there you go. There's that. So yeah, I don't know. I have to see a trailer for it. I don't know what else is supposed to be coming. I don't want to see any of the Blue Beetle crap. I don't want to see any of it, dude.
It's like Iron Man or something.
Yeah, it's like Iron Man. I don't know. I guess superhero fatigue. So, that's there.
Is
I
it?
don't know.
Are you like kind of done?
I'm kind of done, but all right, I should rephrase. I'm done on crap movies. So I want to see good things. That's why I've been watching like all these documentaries or like, older movies that I really like anyway. But a lot of documentaries about stuff that I'm fascinated by that's either morbid because that's why I'm fascinated because I can't understand it, or just like aliens, which I'm like, I love technology and the unknown and stuff like that. I'd rather watch stuff like that I could learn from and grow from than just watch garbage that is just put there for financial gain, and that's mainly it. So, I don't know, dude. Like I said, that's why I got to see a trailer for the Joker one. But I can't say I'm fatigued on superhero stuff. I'm just fatigued on garbage.
Yeah.
Like I said, there's a lot of negative stuff on YouTube, negative content. I kind of wanted something fun, something, let's bag and board and look at some cool comics. And hey, got a great person to join to talk about some great movies. No, XOXO.
I'll talk about whatever, dude.
I know, dude. That's why I like having my friends on, because you guys talk about everything and anything. Because we've seen it all. Like you talked about Heat, dude. I love Heat. Good movie.
It's a good movie.
Everybody should see
And
it.
you know that Heat is actually like a remake. It was like
I did.
another earlier version of it.
Well, do you remember that? I can't remember. Did it happen in Miami? I think it was in Miami where like that bank robbery went down that was almost mimicking Heat.
That was in L.A.
Yeah, that's it, dude.
Yeah, and the dudes fucking just started rock and rolling downtown with like AKs and they had
AKs and
body
full on
armor and
body
shit.
armor. Yeah, like exactly like Heat almost. I'm like, this is wild. I'm like, this is reality. I'm like, that's in a movie. That's
Yeah.
that's
I
not
think
real.
The dude like pieced himself out. Like one guy pieces himself out, and the other one
Yeah.
gets killed by the cops. But
We got
you
Jimmy
just
Reyes in
imagine
the
that,
chat.
be like,
What's going on,
yo,
Jimmy?
what's up, Jimmy?
To see you.
Just being like, yo, man, like, fuck it.
Yeah, well, he didn't want to go
like
to
this
jail for
morning,
the rest of
yeah.
his life.
I think he had already been to jail or something, so he was already like aware of it. You know what I mean? Like,
dude, they were plowing down innocent people, killing cops. Robbed a bank. There's no way. Like they would have
you were
eventually
never
gotten the
going
death
to
penalty.
see the out.
Yeah.
Yeah. You were never going to leave.
You're never getting out alive. Oh, here you go. Not worth anything, but fun book. So yeah, that was wild when I saw that. I'm like, this is like out of Heat. This is right out of Heat. It's crazy, but I never saw the original Heat movie.
So there's like an earlier version of it where I think it was like made for TV maybe, but like Michael Mann did it and then like redid the movie.
I have to look it up. This is what I thought it was. This is actually or something. I'd have to look it up. I can't remember the name of it. I don't think it was called Heat though.
No,
But,
I don't think it was called Heat. Maybe it was. Fuck.
Chat?
And have you seen Den of Thieves?
I have not. I didn't even hear of
That's
it.
almost like a ratcheted up fucking Heat version where it's like a bunch of guys or like there's like a crew of like badass robbers and then there's like a crew of like badass cops. Yeah, Den of Thieves is pretty good.
I watched Plagal suggested it and I watched it. As dope. It was Wrath of Man.
Dude, Wrath of Man is fucking killer, dude.
Killer. So good,
Fucking
dude.
killer.
And with Jason Statham, I'm like, Jason Statham? Really? And you watch it like, wow, yeah, he acts in that movie. Like, he actually acts in that movie. He does a good job.
Dude, it's like I'm liking the movie. I'm like, yeah, this is cool. And then when it shows him like being the fucking crime boss,
Yeah, dude. I
just
was like, yeah.
fucking wrecking house, dude, and just
Dude,
like who's
no
this guy?
holds
Bang,
barred,
bang.
man.
No
Didn't
bar,
care.
and his partner or whatever, his guys underneath there, they're like, Jesus Christ, man.
He's like, you gotta stop. You gotta stop. We're begging him to stop.
Yeah, and like they go into the one plate and it's like a porno shoot, and it's like, man, it's fucking insane in there. It's just like, but it's like, yeah, I don't give a fuck. Everybody's dead. We're scorched earth. I'm looking for,
They had like $4 million or something like that in dollars. He's like, give it to the girls. He didn't even care about them. Like after he murdered all the traffickers, he's like, just give that money to the chicks. I don't care. He's like,
yeah,
yeah,
he wasn't giving a fuck.
Yep, did
And
not
at the
care.
whole time, like, hey boss, what about this job? Hey boss, we're gonna go ahead and do this. I mean, it was really good. I really liked that.
Yeah, great twist and turn type movie. Everybody go check it out.
And
Watch
not that I'm always like, oh, I love the bad guys, but I love seeing like well orchestrated bad guys.
But that's the
You know what
thing.
I
He
mean?
was
Like, I
he
like
was
seeing,
kind
like,
of an
fucking, like really well put together crews,
and that's the thing. He was a bad guy in it, but they didn't show him really being a bad guy. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you knew, like, he's a crime lord. He's not a good dude. But they never show him, like, orchestrating a drug trade or, like, killing innocent people of any kind. But he's still a crime lord. So it's like he's not a good dude.
They didn't show it, but I would and have it implied that he has bodies. I mean,
Oh, he
they
has
showed him
bodies.
killing people. He killed.
Yeah,
his
but he was
fucking-
killing bad people.
Yeah,
But they did have that scene
during his
with that.
line of work, he's probably killed some fucking guards because
Dude.
their whole jam was like bank robberies and fucking heists
Yeah, but
and shit.
they-
So I'm
they
sure
had that
he's,
one
like, had
scene
to rock and roll at least
where he
once.
was interrogating that one drug lord, and he brought out the drug lord's daughter. Remember? And he's like, put a bag over her head, like they bagged her head, and so she couldn't. She was suffocating until he told him what he wanted to know. So she's an innocent person. Had
Was
no
it his
qualms.
daughter or was his girlfriend?
I thought it was his daughter. It was. You know what? I think you're right. I think it was his girlfriend or wife.
Yeah, I think it's his. I think it was
Either
like
way,
his
I mean,
chick.
still didn't care. Had no qualms about suffocating this woman to death
Yeah.
to get the information he wanted. So yeah, not a good guy.
That was dope. And the dude was like, "Don't you know who I fucking am?"
He's like,
It was
yeah,
like, yeah.
yeah. I
That's
don't
why
care.
we picked you up, buddy.
Yeah,
No, it was
I
like,
knew.
yeah, man. That's why we picked you up, bro. Because we fucking know who you are. Like, yeah, you're a fucking heavy hitter, and we're here to fucking ask you some questions. Like, that was so dope. Like, yeah, man, we do know who you are. I was like, oh fuck. Yeah,
There's a
that was
sequel.
good shit.
There's a sequel to what coming out? What are they talking about in chat?
Wrath of Man.
Uh,
Wrath of Man?
Oh no, Extinction. Last night I'm not Extraction. Oh,
Oh, the Extraction.
yeah, Chris Hemsworth. I never saw it. My mom watched it. She said it's good.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh yeah, dude.
I hear it's
The
good.
first one is fucking dope.
Yeah, I guess there's a sequel coming out to it.
The
Does it?
sequel looks
Doesn't he die in
insane,
that?
dude.
That's
Yeah,
the Chris
I-
Hemsworth.
Well, it shows him like falling off a bridge or something. So I guess and then in the trailer for the sequel, it shows him like in a hospital bed and getting better and, getting well and shit. And then it shows him in some sort of like prison yard fight where he's like fighting guys and his arm
Oh,
on
okay.
fire.
See,
and
I didn't
shit.
watch the movie, so I thought he died in it.
It felt like he gets the job done and then pieces out,
Right.
just from like exhaustion and just like fall off the bridge kind of a thing.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I'll watch it. I heard it's
Have
really
you
good. I
seen?
just
There
forgot
was a
about it.
like Chris Hemsworth was. Yeah, I'm excited to see it. Chris Hemsworth was in another movie, and I don't remember the name of it, but he's on an island and he's controlling people's emotions with chemicals, and everybody's hooked up to it. Yeah, it's got like the dude from Fantastic Four and the new Top Gun movie.
I haven't seen
That fucking guy, Jesus Christ! So it's like everybody has these. Everybody has these little boxes, for like a better word, on their lower backs, right? And inside the boxes, there's like 5 or 6 little vials of chemicals, and Chris Hemsworth controls what you get with like a little app on his phone. So
Interesting.
he can make you feel angry. He gives you the right combination, and you can like fall in love. And like he does that. He like puts a guy and a girl in a room, and he like ratchets up their like libidos, and they go from like not liking each other to like just like fucking each other until they're like unconscious.
Oh wow.
And then the next morning, they're just like, "Yeah, I don't have any feelings for this person. That was fucked up. You made us fuck, because with the chemicals." It's kind of it's pretty cool. I don't want to ruin it, but
No, that's weird. I'll have to IMDb it and see what it's called.
something Island, Spider or something Island, maybe.
Spider Island, something Island. I've been going 2 hours. I finished
All right,
that
buddy.
stack.
You ready?
Finish that-
You ready to wrap it up?
Yeah, we're ready to wrap it up. Everybody, go check out that campaign that's right there, real tiny. Absolute Trade. Everybody, go check out Absolute Trade. Link
Please.
is pinned to the top of the chat and in the description below. Everybody, go. Rock and Roll Ninja is going to be launching sometime soon. So next few weeks. Hey, I'm reminding people. All right.
Okay.
Yeah. Thanks for coming on. And thanks for the chat. Hail the chat.
Hail
And,
the chat.
Have a good one, everybody. Later.
Be kind.
Absolute.